voices, everybody. This is a tape.
Quiet a sec.
And 1, 2, 2.
Welcome aboard. At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please remain seated throughout the show, and please keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Oh, and don't forget to supervise your children. And for the safety of our cast, we ask that you please refrain from the use of flash photography and external video lighting. And now that we've taken care of business, let's talk about me. My name is Shannon, and I'll be your guide on this magical journey into the movies. It's a perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready? Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB.
Action.
And we are rolling.
Valley, Hooey, Hollywood, where any office boy or young mechanic can be a panic with just a good-looking pan. And any barmaid can be a star maid if she dances with or without a fan. Hooray for Hollywood, where you're terrific if you're even good. Where anyone at all from Shirley Temple to Amy Semple is equally understood. Go out and try your luck, you may be Donald Duck. Hooray for Hollywood. 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 Hooray for Hollywood, where you're terrific if you're even good. Where anyone at all from Shirley Temple to Amy Semple is equally understood. Go out and try your luck, you may be Donald Duck. Hooray.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Shannon, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. Hooray for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular, Footlight Parade.
I'm singing in the rain, just sing.
Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences. It's from the 1952 musical classic, Singing in the Rain.
Happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my eyes, let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain, literally.
just singing, singing in the rain.
Chim-chimney, chim-chimney, when you're with a sweet, you're in family.
No weather's terrible at the airport.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chim-chimney, 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 when you're
there are more happier crew.
And them what's in Chim Chim, Chiree Chim Chiroo. Chim Chimney Chim Chim, Chiree Chim Chiroo. Chim Chimney Chim Chimney Chim Chim Chiree. When you're with a sweet, you're in glad.
Chim Chim Chiree. I love this song. Sing along. Hold on to those wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, The Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
Why, that dirty, no-good, yellow-bellied store. I'm gonna give that putty nose right in the head the first time I see him. You and who else? Oh, you dirty, double-crossing. Open up in there, you hear me? All right. Open up, you mug. I'm telling you, very last time. When Judge comes around, he's gonna leave you some beer, and you're gonna take it. And you're gonna kick in with the dough. And if you don't, somebody's gonna drop by here and kick your teeth out one at a time. With me? I get you. Now eat it.
I love this movie. In one famous scene, James Cagney shoves a grapefruit in Mae Clark's face. She could never look at breakfast in the same way again.
Somebody's coming. Get down. Is it them? Nah, just a bunch of rubber-necking tourists.
Shut up, you two. You want to blow our cover?
Sorry about the delay, folks, but I don't want to run a red light, even in the movies.
Hey, you. Hey, come here.
I'm not allowed to leave my vehicle.
I said get over here.
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand. Bye.
Mr. Osborne, wait. Okay, Muggsy, whatever you say.
Yeah, how would you know my name? Anyways.
I have seen this movie before.
Well, the heat's on, see? And your fancy car is my ticket out of here, so beat it.
You're making a big mistake here, Muggsy.
I said scram out of here. You're gonna get hard.
Get the fuck out and build a movie?
No,
Here they come, bus!
Get
Get out, you grinders!
You don't find Mr. Osborne.
Everybody just sit tight. You ran the red lights against the law, and I would never break the law. No more red lights.
Step on it! Just when it was getting fun! Take the brake off!
Give my regards to the warden. Suckers. Hey, what are you looking at? Everybody mind your P's and Q's and maybe you won't get hyped.
Western films depict a legendary American wild frontier where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Unless I was partial to trouble or fixing to get myself shot, I'd hightail it out of here. Go right ahead if that's what you're a mind to do. Long time ago, I made me a rule. Let people do what they want to do.
Sleepy little bird, isn't it?
Well, that's a mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim. I'd think about turning back if I was you. That is, if you want my opinion. But I reckon you ought to do what you think is best.
Now that we're in the clear, this is the perfect time for me to collect up your valuables. We'll start with the jewelry, then move on to the... Hey, I don't even wipe this neighborhood, copper.
Reach for the sky! You're under arrest! Look, out the door, Lawman! Give yourself up! Maybe the judge will go easy on you! You'll swing for this! Nothing to it! Nobody's sticking my neck in the noose! Put a hole right in that star of yours, Lawman!
This is nuts to this. I'm getting out of here.
Standing up or lying down, it's up to you.
Well, look at it this way. It can't get any worse. Okay, it's worse. I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to get kind of creepy. Where are we, Jersey?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from Georges Méliès's A Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Hey, Cupcake, how do we get out of here?
remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
Danger. The emergency disrupt system is now activated. Ship will detonate in T-minus 10 minutes. The option to override automatic detonation expires in T-minus 5 minutes.
Look out! What is that thing? And there it is again. Okay, that's enough creepy crawly things for one day, right? Wrong.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood have appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple. A priceless jewel that beckons to all, but be warned, the temptation always leads to destruction.
Wow, get a load of that chunk of ice. Time for me to get back to work. Good thing I don't believe in ghost stories. Don't nobody move or go get the goods. I don't think they notice a few extra bodies around here, if you know what I mean.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
ending. That just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Ooh, I see dead people. Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple of movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Wow, it's really a jungle out there. Where are we?
Timber. Cheetah. Oh, Cheetah, now you behave. That's a good girl. Timber. Timber.
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller, who swung through 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over there we have Marino Sullivan as Jane and Tarzan's sidekick Cheetah, who was portrayed by over a dozen chimpanzee actors over the years.
Tarzan, wait! They're our friends! A warning! Cheetah, Mogalanda Timber, Mogalanda Timber, Umgao. Tarzan!
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
Inside of us, we both know you belong with Victor. You're part of his work, the thing that keeps him going. If that plane leaves the ground and you're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. We'll always have Paris. We didn't have, we lost it until you came to Casablanca. We got it back last night. I've got a job to do, too. Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of. Ilsa, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Now. Here's looking at you, kid.
And now, one of the most famous movie stars in one of his greatest roles, Mickey Mouse, as the Sorcerer's Apprentice in Fantasia.
When the film came out in 1940, Walt Disney promised that new musical sequences in the future. His nephew Roy kept that promise 60 years later with the release of Fantasia 2000.
We come over the rainbow and into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
The wicked old witch at last is dead!
accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, pity. I can cause accidents too.
Oh, rubbish, you have no power here. Be gone before somebody drops a house on you too.
Very well. I'll bide my time. But just try to stay out of my way. Just try. I'll get you, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
I wonder how we get out of here. What do you folks think? Which way do we go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road? Why did I think of that? Sing along, folks. You know the words.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick, follow the yellow brick road. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. You'll find he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does. You're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of
Oh, Toto! We'll be home in time for supper.
In another hour, I'll be king of the forest. Long live the king. I've as good as got my breath.
There's the little city. Oh, we're almost there at last. Beautiful, isn't it? Just like I knew it would be. He really must be a wonderful wizard to live in a city like that.
From all of us here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we hope you've enjoyed our tour through some of my favorite films. But remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
We didn't need that. We had patience.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step in time. I feel need for a spin.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Shut up.
Force will be with you always.
I'm gonna make an offer again with you.
I want to be alone. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Good morning, Vietnam!
He's looking at you, kid.
the stuff that dreams are made of. I hope you've enjoyed our ultimate celebration of classic movies. And remember, you can find many more beloved stories and legendary stars on Turner Classic Movies.
Hooray for Hollywood, where you're terrific if you're even good. Where anyone at all from Shirley Temple to Amy Semple is equally understood. Go out and try your luck, you may be Donald Duck. Hooray for Hollywood. Hollywood.
On behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the Green Movie Ride. Now please remain seated till the vehicle comes to a complete stop. Please gather your personal belongings and take small children by the hand. And when these doors open, rise dramatically to your feet and make a grand exit to the rear of the vehicle. Oh, and one more thing. When I yell action, don't get these thunderous applause for yours truly. Okay, places everybody, and action! Thank you, and have a wonderful day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. On behalf of all of us, we'll see you at the movies.